Boo! Welcome to another episode of Sergeant Shegs Plays. Today we're playing Overwatch, so this will be the second part in Overwatch. But today, instead of obviously me trying to give some tips and tricks about Overwatch, which if you do watch the background, I know it may be a little bit boring. Can't be fucking boring. This is what we are playing. This is Junkrat on defense. I cannot remember actually the end of what I got, but I managed to do pretty alright in this. Also, there is some Reaper gameplay at the end, so I kind of flung two clips in together, so we're getting a double whammy today. Kind of felt like I need to catch up with everybody. So how everybody been? I know that sounds weird, because I'm going to leave a pause for somebody to answer me. It's not going to happen. Any other news? Hope you've ever watched Mr. Phildo 98's videos. If you haven't, go and watch them. If you haven't subscribed, go and fucking subscribe. Like a few of his videos, because he needs to be about that YouTube money. Big shout out to Big Mr. Stephen Ben McGowan, and Matthew Bale. Don't know why, but today we're going to have a little blast in the past. It's about a certain night in 2014 where we'll get into that part of the story, because that's part of the story. So, usual weekend, out drinking. And as your usual weekend goes out drinking, you know, you have a good time, have a good laugh. So I was fairly milkied. What, you know, you're not, right? And in this state, in this vulnerable state, as you remember before, we had the story of Mr. Fildo. We had the same kind of state before, but instead of his legs not working, well, we're just going to find about this part. So, it was a fairly drunk night, so this is the only part, I did get offered to get a taxi home, but instead of taking the fucking taxi home, which I really fucking wish I did, instead of taking the taxi home, what we did was me and the marksman decided to walk home. I think more or less the marksman decided to walk home with me because he didn't want to leave me alone, which if it wasn't for him, I'd be fucked. And yeah, so on to it. We were on our way home, just walk, you know, doing what you usually do when you're drunk, talking about shit, random shit. Some of our stuff is about historic conversations and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, I'm pretty sure at one point we started talking about World War II and stuff. But no, casually walking home, and up the road there's a sports centre. And in this sports centre, there's a hill above it. Now, just as you walk up the hill, there's a street, and in that street, was being drunk, I collapsed. And whilst in that collapse, I didn't realise I'd actually managed to twist my ankle into a different direction. Not in that bad, like my ankle didn't turn all the way around. Basically, I kind of snapped a bone inside it, but we didn't know that. So, Mr. Stephen Bennett, the man himself, the beautiful man himself, helped me up. And he helped me up, and after, I don't know, about 2 or 3 steps, I fell again, which then done even more damage, which I didn't realise there was anything wrong. So, after a while, I gathered the fact that I couldn't actually move. Now, one of our other friends, Courtney, she continued on walking, so she came down, and, well, she came back up to find out where we were, and found me lying on the floor, basically not able to walk. So then leaded on to the point of where she phoned my mum, and at which point my mum, you know, turned around and said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Well, basically I can't walk." Well, actually, to get the story right, I wasn't actually thinking about it there. I think Courtney from my mum, yeah, she did, Courtney did, if it wasn't her, I'd probably still be lying up there, probably did. But basically, she phoned my mum then got my stepdad to come pick me up, but not knowing my stepdad, I couldn't actually move. I tried to crawl, but I couldn't. I was that drunk, so I didn't actually know I'd done anything. At which point I started to cry because I saw my mum. Don't ask why. I was in a vulnerable state of alcohol. But aye, so we phoned an ambulance. I fell, basically, the marksman fell asleep in a person's garden. And I quote, because the grass was comfy. The couple in the house though did actually come out and gave me a pillow and a blanket. The ambulance arrived. They put my leg in a temporary kind of like, just to kind of hold it up in the right way. I don't know what I was going to call it there, but yeah, they put me in that, took me to the hospital, started asking me questions about how much I drunk. At which point I lied about what I'd drunk, because obviously I'm not exactly going to turn around and do, oh, I've had about like fucking more than an alky could probably handle, but obviously I wasn't going to say that because I didn't actually think I did. But no, so in the ambulance asking me all these questions, we got into the hospital, at which point a doctor came up to me in the A&E side and was trying to test out what was wrong with me, so she started moving my ankle about. So then we went for an x-ray and they said that I had snapped a bone in it. At which point they really couldn't do anything because obviously I had a lot of, had a sufficient amount of alcohol, so there was nothing they could have done at the moment. So basically after it, I was lying in A&E. They gave me some laughing gas whilst I tried to account for the pain that I was putting through when she was twisting my ankle about, trying to make sure it was kind of feeling better. But no, they put it in a temporary cast. I lay in bed for a day trying to wear off the alcohol. I was getting painkillers. The next day came and I went for an operation after waiting for a while, which in the operation I had a plate and 7 screws put into my leg. I still have the scar today. I can still feel them. If I like twist my ankle or something, you can just feel something moving about. But yeah, the day after that, I wasn't sure if I was going to get out, so I don't know what I was hoping to do, because a male nurse came in and said that, oh no, you're definitely not getting out. This is after I'd got like painkillers and all that, so I was still half asleep trying to account for the painkillers and the stuff they gave me in the operation. But yeah, it came to the next day. The marksman and Leah came out to see me because I was lying in the bed with a broken ankle. After that I wasn't sure I was getting it. I was repeating that bit, sorry. Repeating that bit. I did get out that day. A physiotherapy guy came out to me and made me walk on crutches just to see if I could do it. Obviously still need to leave the hospital in a wheelchair, but it was just to make sure I could still walk with the crutches in case I needed to get out of the house. Which at that point I had been prescribed a lot of pain medication, so basically I couldn't really feel the thing. But I did get out. First thing I did when I got out was have a fag. Couldn't smoke it because I felt like I was going to be sick. But yeah, basically on it, it was one of my lower moments. 12 weeks altogether trying to recuperate it. Physiotherapy and 6 weeks of lying in bed, not be able to move. Well, can move. Having to keep my leg up and watching it what I was doing. So it was really fun. But I hope you all enjoyed this little story coming up for the end of the video. So, love you all. I've all got to leave you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.